Monica, whatever you say, just come here. Do not ping because I try to. I'm not possible to complete on the we can say mobile. Check the mobile. Not possible.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
please answer here. This is a request. So have you completed this one that I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this way I did it.
Actually, I update to date, sir,
Hmm.
already.
Hmm. So what is the issue? See this, the way that you created, I think doesn't looks good. At least you create something we are which are just. Then here, I'm just giving idea how should I create the dashboard. You did the great job, but at least you have idea. Okay. So now see this. Here have the we can say last website data. I added that. Let's select this one,
Yeah.
and this is you didn't find that we can say charts here. So you can select chart, cards. This is the card that we have, and automatically appear the column that you want to select. So click here and see this refresh date. And now I want you to format this. So to formatting part, click here, height and width, everything you correct that. 1 second, I'll be back. 1 second. Okay, sorry, Monica. Okay. So now say this. Here have the date. Okay, so we need to customize this one. So to this, select this visual, and then come to the here. Go one by one. Select change the size. If you need height and width, everything adjust that. Even you can do the manually as well. And see, I did the manually. Adjust the size that you needed, and then after come to the directly come to here. Value, call out value. So 45 to change 10, and I don't want to see the label. Label we will did it later on, and then adjust in between the size and just paste here. Okay, and after that just select bring to front, means always should be in front. Okay, so see this is the visual that we have. And next I'm going to work on this one. But by the way, one thing I appreciate you, that you have selected a nice color. I really like this color. So talk about the we can say labeling and everything. We need to correct that. So click this visual, and after that let's change the background color little bit different. Say this one. Visual border should be this color. Rounded should be this, and shadow should be inside, and color should be this, and this will total sales by naming also required, sales by country and product, product. Perfect. So this is this, and thereafter we have the Arial black. Subtitle don't need that. Divider also don't need that. This is the axis label. If you don't want to display this one, you can disable here. Disable title, okay? And this one both. So Y label If you don't want disable it, disable this one. But if you want to display, so you can go ahead and do it. Even you can type your own title here too. So this way we can change. If you need still wanted to change the color, you can change it, but I like this color, I don't want to change the color. Okay, so see this, the visual that we created, I changed it successfully. See this, how much difference is that. So now I use the first as word. So since you have it here, you should try to build your own way, same visual, so that you can learn what all option you need to add that, and then you can try it now. Okay, so I'm
Yes.
using this one. Yeah, this is the feedback for you. Next, go to the second one. By the way, I appreciate you because you give a lot of effort. And when I was initial phase, that dashboard I created after can say 1 week. I created that after my training. Means I watched the video on YouTube. Thereafter, I created that after 1 week, 1 and 2 week might be. And see this. Maximum try to learn and the, yeah, this is the, okay, don't worry, that's you done the great job. Coloring is coloring. You have compared to me, you have a good understanding about the color. I don't have really. Okay, so that's good also, but yeah, at least you need to create the dashboard, should be everything should be appropriate. Okay, so your first question answered correctly. Correct. How to add the category in data. So which data do you want to add the category? My question to you.
Uh,
Maybe give some example. Just give me your thought in the here, so that I can prepare for you immediately.
okay, sir.
So not okay. Tell me the what exactly are you looking for. Okay, data category. I'll explain. Don't worry. If you don't have.
Data category, sir.
So data category means, actually I'm trying to understand what exactly data category means for you. Okay, so
Uh,
give me the example. What exactly looking for? Okay, don't worry. I will create the category. How should I do that? Each data had their own category. Okay, so means you wanted to summarize or categorize your data as per your business need. Okay, so to this we must create the grouping, maybe create the country level grouping. If you have, might be create the we can say server level grouping, and means server level you can to group it. It's not just one way. Okay, so for this I don't know what exactly requirement we have, but I'll try to answer your question. Okay.
okay, sir.
So the way is that, like suppose we have a sales data. Okay, so in HO, let's pick up the finance data even. It's also good. So if we have sales data, we wanted to know which product, how much sales has been made in the particular time duration. So how should I do that? So to this, we need to create the category in the data, but how should I create? The biggest concern I have, I don't know how should I create that. So for this, what I need to do, let me show you here. We have the finance data. Okay, so finance data has many categories: segment, country, product, discount band, units sold, manufacturing. So I told you in that day when modeling was doing it, that you can create the multiple category there as per your need. So that I'm going to repeat once again for you so that you can understand. Okay, so suppose I have a finance data and I wanted to create two. Let me load this one. In the some effective category level. I wanted to see that. So suppose I'm looking for the data only total, like suppose different people have the different we can say approach. Okay, so like suppose I'm working as CEO of the company. What is my approach could be? My approach, I need to know total what is going on in the project, means how much sales has been made, how many unit has been sold, how much revenue has been generated. So it doesn't matter how much, how many sales has been made. For me, it doesn't matter that. I matter for it how much amount we have sales made and how much actual revenue we have. That is the concern for me. Let's talk about the lower level, say director level, and maybe the we can say manager level. They are looking for the people who made extra sale. Why? Because we need to appreciate the people and give some rewards so that person can make sales. So the person looking for the country to maybe product level, maybe employee level information they're looking for. So totally depend on data. How should I go the categorize? Here I'm going to categorize by segment and by country. Both way I want to see my data. So how should I do that? I need to know how much sales has been made, what could be the gross sale and what is the sales that I'm looking for. So for summarization prospect, I am going to group by advanced option, segment and product. Two category wanted to summarize it. So first one, total sales wanted to see there by sum, and the table name, column name is sales. Okay. Hope remember I told you this thing. Then I wanted to need the total gross sales. Again, the sum of the sales and gross sales. Wanted to know how much quantity has been sold. The total quantity sold. So sum of what? Units sold. Okay. All categories should be common segment and product level only. Other data doesn't matter for me. So see this. This is category I created that, and I don't want to see in the we can say multiple table. I want to see all in one category. So how should I do that? See this. It means my manager told me I wanted to know that how much sales made by the one category, particular category. So how should I do that? I'm going to unpivot this one. And now see this. If I select the total category gross sales, so I can see the all category available. You see this, all category available for me. So I can check that if I need. So let me show you here that how should I populate this kind of data. So I category created for you. Let's apply it. Usually this kind of scenario, you really ask good question. Please focus on this kind of question so that you can learn more. So I appreciate your question.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So let me show you how should I put this one. So here I have the visual, okay, and you must add the table here, and then you know that is provide the option to add that. Go to category, where the category attribute. Then I wanted to add here product. Then I wanted to add here value. See this, the data has too many rows, but now I changed this one. So this one I want to convert into the chart. So see this, this is not looks good for me. I need multiple category. Sum of value product. Product, sum of sales. I wanted to use line chart so that I can have everything. Attribute have the attribute is going to the legend, and product should become on the here, and let's change the attribute to the legend. and it's display total gross sale only, and look like product pass only attribute here, and segment. Something let me check here. This is the model that I have. Okay. Oh, line chart. I want data to be displayed by 3 categories, and then I want to see the total by y-axis, but region should be product. Say this, but this one is not looking good for me. Yeah, this one is much better than that. This one also. Okay. Total sales, sales. I don't want to aggregate this one, okay? Don't summarize this. Already summarized this one. Just pause the one same that I have. The table level. And instead of this, oh, that's a value, then we must change the sum. Attribute product, sorry by the way, I'm moving too much here there. Product, then we have a segment, then we have value. Yeah, perfect, that I'm looking for. Okay, so now see this is called drill up and drill down. Okay, so now let me increase the font a little bit and add the view here. You can do a lot of practice here so that you can see the option. Okay, bookmark and selection. So I wanted to format this one, so come and value, increase the font so that I can see that. See, then come the row header and increase up to 20 so that it will display to perfectly. Hope it will display to you. Are you able to see that? Perfect. Now Monica, suppose I wanted to drill by everything should be displayed in one go. I don't have time to do that. So I'm going to select here, manually expand all label. I expanded this one. See this. It will automatically change the all value by categories. Perfect. If in case I don't want to see this like this on expand, collapse all, I collapse it automatically. Next, I wanted to change this thing in a sequence, so still I can change that. Come here, and I wanted to move to the pro segment should be first, attribute should be first, then I want to see the product and then segment. So see this option also there. This is called drill down and drill up. So I'll tell you drill up. Now, this is called drill up. This is called drill up. Okay, understood now? Nothing else you have to do. You can just add multiple rows here. Automatically it will create it. If you wanted to control this one, then I'll teach you how should I do that. But meanwhile you can understand this one. Okay. Now this is called two-type table available in we can say Power BI. One is matrix, one is table. See this. This is table, this is matrix. So we will cover detail in, don't worry. So meanwhile understand what is it, the question that you're asking. So see, this is the category but created that. So same manner you can create the category and do it. So this is the category we have. And drill down, drill up also is available. Drill through is a different concept. I'll let you know. So try this one, let me know if you need doubt. So two question I answer your questions. Okay, this is called modeling concept. I already cover into it, so you can just watch twice and you can understand. Okay, how should you create the categories? Even you can create the more category here if you need. You can do that as per you. Okay. Now, still doubt? Let me know. I will repeat it for you once again. No doubt. Okay. So let's move to the DAX part. Okay. So DAX part. What is a DAX? First thing for you. So DAX is the, we can say, data analysis expression that going to help us while we can say creating any reports. Okay, and that is going to help you while we can say in a data formatting, because everything in not modeling doesn't support all things together. Okay, so we are going to cover in the DAX details. Okay, I created a separate tab for it. So this tab I am going to cover completely for you, and this is the total tab information here. Okay, so now what is the DAX? DAX is data analysis expression that going to help us to complete your we can say context. Okay, and database. The database concepts what if you're looking for the all DAX functions. So powerbi has the provider facility to find the functions, old and new, everything. So go to Google, type powerbi DAX functions formula list. You can type that. Then first option is appear. Click into here, and then you will get a list of function. Major function that we have in a Power BI, which is called the here. Let me give the link so that if you in case you need it, you can do that as well. Okay, this is the link for you, so you can test your as well. So this is the reference that categories DAX we have. So new DAX function, aggregate function, date function, filter function, financial function, information function, logical function. Okay, so these all function we have. You doesn't need all, you need only specific only. So why should I go for unnecessary for this? Okay, so what I'll tell you, how should I learn that. Next part, these are the Microsoft making changes in the functions. Okay, so that the data should be relevant and function should be relevancy, so that people can use and utilize more compared to the other, we can say, other formula. So in formula, and how should I do that? People creating a ticket in the Microsoft. So let me show how to create a ticket. So go to the here help and see this support submit idea. Click into it, and it will you will reach to the here, and you can create your idea. See this, people are option use either light or dark interface. These are suggestion people passing here, so that you can easily do that. See this, people 7 to 8 9 people has been noted, so that this information, this option can be added in powerbi.com. Measurement DAX editor, and these are already Microsoft learned it, review it, and share the feedback. Okay, so these kind of, because the problem that you are facing, someone has been already faced. Okay, so it means you must learn it from them and try to find out by Google, so you can get this up. This is the ticket people created that, and how should you create the ticket? Just sign in by your license term, and you have it doesn't need the license, but at least your email ID and register yourself, so that you can do that. So otherwise it's very hard for you to do that. So you can create this way. Even anyone can submit it. Doesn't mean you are not only anyone can submit idea, whosoever has. And now if you wanted to you can say have support, looking for the support from the Microsoft, but one thing is mandatory license is required here. Okay, so you can raise the ticket here and particular category, and after that you can create tickets, either get support, and after that you can Microsoft reach out to you for the query and try to help it out, and if you stuck somewhere. So this is for two things. Let's move to the DAX part. So DAX database, see this, DAX is data analysis expression and it's referred in the Power BI that will help you. So all new function is here. Let's move the one by one. What is the aggregate function? Aggregate function calculate the scalar values such as count, sum, average, minimum, maximum, rows. What are the scalar values? Like suppose we have about 200 lines, okay? I total it. So that is called scalar value. Here you can say that. I just total it, this is scalar value, correct? This is scalar value. And this is the row context. Understood about that, okay? So for row context, we have a different formula, and here aggregation part we are going to cover the aggregate function. So approximate distinct count, if you are looking for approximate estimated count, use this one. How should I do that? Come to the here, Power BI DAX, close and apply. Let's do it. Okay, let me close this one. And the DAX function we have. So to see DAX function, click on the data tab and here have a DAX table. How should you create this table? Go to the modeling, new table and create that. New DAX. And then click on correct option. Why I told you create the new table? The reason behind it, suppose you have a 10-15 data set. If you create each database different, we can say DAX function, very hard to find. To save this time, we need to create the table so that we can, whenever I need, we can pass it. So I wanted to move to the top. So it's working concept on the A to A. Click OK. Even on to move top, so you can just add A1 here and click OK. See this is coming on the top. Okay. So I am going to use the financials data only here so that you can understand. And let's create the measure. What is the measure and what is the column? Okay. So measure. Suppose I wanted to calculate the value and the we can say scalar value or aggregate value. So we need to create the measure. So measure as column. Measure as calculate column. So measure and column both use DAX expression. Okay. The difference is the context of the evaluation. So once I show you, you can understand. Okay. Measure evaluate context for the cell evaluated report in the DAX query, whereas the calculate column computed is a row level table below information. So what is the mean of that? So let me show you. If I create the column like I did it here, see this, what is the difference? Oh, doesn't need that. Oh, what happened? Okay. Column name already exists in the Canada sales table, where we have a two Canada sales column. Canada sales column. Actually, measure should not take a same name. That's the reason. So it gives the error. Okay. So now let me create the table here. So either you can select here, select the table and create new column here. Also you can by right click, you can create the new column here. So I'm going to explain what is the difference between them, and you can tell me what is the difference. Canada sales table. Oh, how many tables is there? Canada sales is distributed here. No, I don't have. Oh, what I'm getting something tick tick like this. Let me create the new measure. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So I want to create the refresh date and time here. So see this new column. So I click here new column. We need a column so that I can show you what is the difference between them. So I just use last refresh date. So now to this we need to create the now function and just okay. See this. It will going to create data by each row. So this is called column. It will always follow the each cell of the data, and it will be the same line item. Same line item we created. Let me see how many line item we have. So to check number of columns, number of rows. Okay. Count rows, and then table name is financial simple, and press OK. So see this, we have total number of line item here, 700 line item we have in this report. So you can easily get it. These are, how does it possible? By using the formula. So now both even measure and column both can use the formula, doesn't matter. Only column is creating a table, in creating a table where we can follow the all rows may be blank, maybe be the data, but measure is not following the we can say rows, it's following the data and logic. Okay, and it should not belong to the table, it should belong to a different table if you not created here. So okay, measure. So I'm seeing the total sales here, total sales. I'm going to very basic level so that you can understand each row. So I'm covering this one. Okay, sales. Stop me if you didn't get. Just wanted to see towards some function, just pass it and use it. That's it. So since total is already available, it doesn't work. So I'm going to add your name and each measure. I'm sorry for this, so that you can understand. So this is the total sales. How should I check? How should I pass here? Simple manner. Come here. Then we have used the table. Select table. And same concept. Add DAX measure and pass it. So this total sales appear now. So very simple. Okay. Now next will be another table. So another formula. So we are covering aggregate, approximately count. I am looking for, previously this function is not supporting. Let me check, does it work or not. Let me create the new measure and type the name approximate count DAX. Count DAX IM and equal to approximate count, finance sample, sales, country. I'm looking for distinct approximate count. Look like it's working, maybe. No, it doesn't work. If I remove this one, does it work? This formula has some problem, but I never use it. Okay. It's not mine, it's Microsoft Inform. You can visit the link and check it. Okay, average. So what is the average? Suppose we have a data, I wanted to find the average and arithmetic mean. Then you can use the average. Okay, hope you knew it. So I'm going to uncheck this here, check with this, and then after use the average. Average have a 3 formula. Say this. So let's talk average, DAX and IM. Then I'm going to do the research. Average have a 3 formula. Say this. Oh. Wait 1 second. Average have a 3 formula. One is average, okay. One is average A and average X. What is the difference between them? Okay, let me cover difference. Then we'll move forward to the next session, next part. Okay. So here I have average A. Just pass the simple column, nothing else, like sum I did. So let me show you. We'll cover one by one. Average and just pass the financial unit price. Discount sales month name. Units. Let's take the average of the units sold. How many average units have been sold? So see this. This is the average I took it. Now I want one liner formula I'm going to tell you. After that we'll explain next level, and in maybe next session I'll cover the advanced level formula too. So slowly you can learn first. Okay, so that I don't want to keep burden you, can learn slowly. Don't worry. Average, and then next. Okay, how to comment that? So first let's run and check it. Is this working or not? Because it's scalar value. And say this is working 1648. So it's working fine. Same manner, I wanted to create the average A. You know that not possible to get everywhere number. Some data has the numeric and text value, data type. So data type powerbi has the, you can see here, data type we have, first one is that we have integer, then we have text, then we have date and binary. 3 and 4 data we have many options to see that here one by one. So come to the here and see transform data, and these are the decimal, fixed decimal number, whole number, percentage, date and time, date time, zone, duration, tax, true, false, and binary. So these are main data we have. It means maybe data have a number, then use decimal number. If and we want 2 and 3 digits decimal point, then you can use the decimal number. Decimal number, it doesn't going to stop that. Okay, how much we have, it will display in decimal number. But if you wanted to control your decimal in 3 up to 3 digit, then you can pass the fixed decimal number. If you are looking for the percentage, so you can pass the percentage, date and time wanted to see together, this pass this one. If you're looking for the date only, then pass the date. If you look for the time, date, time, and time zone. Time zone means different country has a different time zone they are following. As per time zone, you can do that. Okay. Next duration. Like suppose we have a first gen to second gen duration we have, then find duration in this one. Tax, whatever alphabets and numeric if together, then tax tags will be considered. True false is binary, and binary has a different binary option, 0 1 to display like that, but here doesn't use that. Let me give one scenario for you so that you can understand what is the difference between tags, what else scenario we have. So suppose I am using the type 1 and 1. So powerbi consider here text, okay, here number. Second, if I use the 1 and 1, so this one also powerbi consider text, and if I create the 1 1, so now this is powerbi consider number, okay. Next, okay, so now we have a tags, and next part is I'm drinking water, okay. So this is the we can say one is if you numeric value, then consider numeric, other tags. If you have suppose sometime we have both value together, so it will consider the tags as it's considered text, remember it. If in case sometime wanted to join two things together, then like suppose you have a 2020, okay, and we are here have the month name. So this is tax, this is the numeric value, so we must change 2022 as the text, and then you can use join it together, otherwise you will get a problem. So I'll tell you, don't worry, when we start working the dashboard I'll tell you. Okay, so these are the data type we have. In DAX prospect we need to cover it, that I'm covering it. Next part is that I wanted to use average. Since people has the best luck, so we are getting normal data, but people who has a bad luck, they are getting the data with the data in numeric data we will get a sometime text, okay. So if you have a text in the data, then you can follow average A. Sorry, return the average arithmetic mean value column, handle text non-numeric value as well. So that is going to cover, that is the difference between average and average A. And if you go for interview, people ask and you're not able to answer it. So please remember, go through it, understand. Only when you understand everything. So average function take column numbers, it's handle non-numeric data type according to the follow rules. Value that evaluate true, count as a 1. Value evaluate as a false, 0. Means suppose if you're using true false, it means if you were 2 then 1, false 0 considered by the powerbi. Value that contain non-numeric at tags count as a 0. By default is considered 0, and empty count as a 0 2. So that is, remember it. If you don't, or if you do not want to include logical value, text representation, numbers interference, part calculation, use average function, okay, so that it will automatically remove it. When there are no row in aggregate, function return blank. It means obviously if we do not have the data, then it will return the blank. If there are row but none of them meet specific criteria, the function return 0. Obviously if doesn't match the function criteria, it will give the 0. And there's a major limitation which is called this function doesn't support the direct query mode and the calculator function. Direct query I told you, which is or we can say direct data control, and using powerbi we can get the direct query option. Average X, you know that sometime we need to create the category in the data, okay, so we need to pass the average X. So let's pass the average here, average cells, values appear now. I don't want to use right now. I wanted to use average X. Here, if you sub here, okay, if you have the value here, okay, so you can just paste, hit the Alt plus Enter to see the average, because it's shifted to the below. Alt Enter if you enter it, and Control plus it's going to increase the font of the text. Control minus going to decrease the font, like this. Control minus, Control plus. Now going to average A. Average A means we need to do the grouping prospect. So we need to find out the finance table name. Thereafter going to sales. Not average A, average X. Average X. Final financial sales. Okay. So this way you can use the financial X. Okay. So this is the average that I cover that. If you wanted to enable and check, so just disable this one and I delete this one. That's it. It will change it automatically. I'm not deleting anything. It will be available for you with your first a new DAX table. You can go and use it. Next, count. Count, simple, just pass the column name, it will appear. Count is the same concept. It will going to handle the non-blank and the specific. Context, the same concepts. Count blank, I am going to count that. It will count the all blanks value in your data. Count DAX IM. Any value, doesn't matter. So this is count. Then we use the count A. You should practice more so that you can learn. Okay. Cells. Whatever value you wanted to count, go ahead and count that. I'll give you more idea into it. Don't worry. Next we have a count X. Microsoft have given a multiple feature that you must use it. Okay. So count X, we need to use financial. FIN, finance. Then use the cells. Price. Okay. So now press OK. See this. If someone watching my account, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel. Okay, now select this one. Select this in here. 700 count max. Okay, so this way we can do that very easily. Now move to the count rows, count distinct count. Obviously I need to remove the duplicate and just count that unique value I'm looking for. Let's take one example. Here have the in finance data we have this segment column, and see this, it has only 1 2 3 4 5, but it has a many line. I don't want to count this one, and maybe if I going to count manually in future, changes made that I'm not able to see in my report. So what I'm going to do, I'm passing the column. I'm looking for the distinct count, means unique value I'm looking for. Distinct count DAX IM. Okay. So distinct count. Distinct means going to remove the value only, and distinct count means going to remove it and as well count the unique value too. So finance segment. Let's see how many result is appear now. 5. So is this correct? Yes, correct. I already revealed. Let me show you. 1 2 3 4 5. Correct. So this is the distinct count. Now distinct count with no blank means the column where we have a blank, so use this function. I don't want to count blank, then you can use this one. Okay, so simple way, distinct count with no blank. Let me know one once your time is over now. Okay, so I will stop it immediately when you say. I wanted to cover at least tax part, so that next session we will give the dashboard for you, create the dashboard for you. So distinct, count no blank, where we need to count that particular cell doesn't appear now, so that we can do that here. So since we do not have any column, so let's use financials. So place OK. If you have data, you can check it out at your end. Let me know if you have a problem. Same functionality. Next, max. Max is going to give the largest value, and max function has an additional feature which is called compare to value to. So max and max has a huge difference between them. Max can give the maximum value of the column. Max, DAX, DAX. So use max. Max have a three function: max, max A, and max X. So practice it. So max cells, financial cells, and close it. Okay. I'm going to copy it so that I won't take max. I don't want to use this one. I wanted to use max A. Max A, just paste that. And now I wanted to use max X. So max X is max X. Same financial table, and then pass this one. Even you don't use the max, still it will work, don't worry. Now I will show you how should you create the measure as a column. Don't worry, it will cover in the DAX, okay? So sometime we need that, so we must understand these things. Max will cover that. Then mean we have a same concept, product same concept, sum X. Only sum and sum X going to cover that. Let's use the sum. Sum, I already explained. Sum DAX underscore IN. So sum cells any doubt, just stop me and ask your question, okay? Sum A, nice, sum X. Sum X we have finance, and then sum. Don't have to just pass the cells and close it, okay? So it display the sum X. It's very easy function is that. Okay. Sometime what happened? Someone said that please pass the you can say row level information, and you must create the measure in that scenario that the situation come. So like suppose you wanted to count the total unit sale divided by prices into prices to consider sales. So let me show how should I do that. So let me copy it. So next, unit price into units sold. Sales price, okay, sales price. Obviously, if you sometime wanted to calculate it, so we need to calculate the unit sold. So this way you can calculate here. If you going directly calculate by two formula, doesn't work as intended. So always use this way, because it will going to count each rows, and each row is definitely going to help, and it will give the correct value as intended. So I'll show you difference between them. Okay. Let's use the card here. Here's the card, and copy and paste here too. So we have two tables, okay? Now I'm going to cast this one is total. Now I want to create some different way. These are difficulty you can face when while creating the report. I did it. I faced many times. So some add example some x. Okay. Now I want that use the sum then wanted to multiply. So sum sells no unit sold and then into some unit price sales price sorry sales sales price. Okay, so see this, what is difference between them? See this 93 billion and 127 million here we have, so huge difference between them. Understand, always follow this formula. So if you have unit prices and sold, so this we can do that. And this DAX measure you can pass in your formula, in your, you can create the table as well. I'll show you how to create the table. So we have a finance, and I wanted to create the table in column. Using measure I can do that. So we need total sales here. Total sales. Simple, pass it, calculate, and then pass the finance. Okay, pass the what is the DAX name. Some X, some DAX, XIM. Calculate is in numerator. See this. Each line have a different result. Even I created the DAX function, but I pass it as it will work. So Power BI actually work on the row context. Okay, in each row, and it will going to calculate each row if you added the calculate function. If doesn't calculate, is also calculating it. But yeah, the value that you expected might get different. So always use the calculate to reduce the time. Okay. So see this. I created the sales column in a measure but pass in the column name. So maybe if someone asks, can we use the measure as a column? So say yes. I already show example. Okay. Next, date and time function. So okay, date and time biggest concern for the create the calendars. Okay, so I'll show you what all way to create the calendar so that we cover the maximum function here. Since already told you, but I'm going to create the here in DAX part only. DAX part I never cover that. I know that. So let me use, okay, I think, okay, let's use this. So I wanted to create the calendar here by using the DAX function. So let me add the new table. And DAX calendar, I'm going to write the name. DAX calendar table, okay. Here I don't have date anything. So you can automatically probably pick up the date to this file, the calculate calendar auto function, just close it and see what happened. So this is it going to evaluate your model. What date is going to pass, I don't know. As per your model, it's going to pass it to you. So I'm not saying that you can use this one, okay. So I am leaving as it is. You can try it your end. Next, it has a limitation, like suppose you're looking for something else date, it will give something else. Next, I'm going to different formula, which is calendar function DAX. So calendar has the function which is called start date and end date. So either I can manually pass it if you don't have a date and time. Like suppose your data start from the 2020 and month name 1 and 1. then close it. My data will be in date by 25th, and just press OK. I don't know what happened. Will it give the error? I'm damn sure no. Say this. It will create the range of the date from Jan 2022. Means we have many years here. Let me just check what all years we have. So here I have a year date. Years, year function, and then use the calendar dax im date. The table that I created that. So now see this what all years as we have. 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 25 dates we have till date. So this way you can create custom calendar. Now sometimes few companies creating their own calendar because they wanted to start from the, instead of Jan they wanted to see from the March. In India financial year is 1st April, but my calendar start from the Jan. How should I manage that? So we have a formula which is called financial year. Company financial year. So financial year consider FY, and I wanted to give the financial date here. So how should I do that? So we have e-date function in Power BI, and it is allowed to pass the e-date and e-start date, and also you can move number of months that you're looking for. So since January, so January, February, March. So if I add 3, it will automatically reach 1st of the April. So let's do it. So we have a calendar dax in date. In date. So next we have so January, February, March, April. So let's add 3 here. Let's see what happens. Hope you are able to see that. Okay. Yeah, see this. It's start from the Jan 20. Now change to April 2020. So if I use this financial year, obviously my report is going to filter as per the data. So that is going to help you. Even they say no, my date start from the May, June, July, August, doesn't matter for you. You can let someone say my month start from the December. We can say December, January, February. What is this? So suppose you have a date. So let's add that. Let's copy it. And pick up. Start from September. Let's pick up September. So FY date IM September. If we start from September, then what should you do? January we have already. How many days you going to add that here? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay. So if we're going to add 8 months, so it will give the September date automatically. Is this correct? Maybe yes and no. So see this, it will handle that. Any doubt, let me know. I'll help you out. I'm going to create the next steps so that you can understand. Let me know if you have a doubt. Okay. Now I want to
No, sir. No, sir.
okay, perfect. I want that, okay, not possible to follow the date, okay, because each company have their own date and time. I don't know what all date is going to add every day. So I'm going to follow the company data this time. So suppose add new table. This time I'm going to use the data model manually. So data model calendar, okay, by IM. Okay. So this time use calendar tape function. Use max min date. Why using min? I am looking for the minimum date of finance date. Okay. Minimum date of this. Okay, and then max date. So just copy it and type max and paste that. Okay, then close it. So I pick up the minimum and maximum. They're going to create the range for me, and that is a dynamic. If your date is going to add in your model, it will automatically appear here. So it doesn't matter for me what all dates we have. So let's add the column here. and check the years that we have, and then validate in the database in the model. Year function, then we have the data model date. Okay, close it. And now see this 23 2014. Let's see, is this date available in financial table or not? Maybe reference date could be happen, so let's check it out first. So see this by the year. Okay, see this. Here is the year we have 2013 to 2014 date available here, and also we can see that. So this way you can easily manage your calendar. So I cover the all calendar method. Even a doubt, try it yourself. Let me know. I'll help it out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next part is that date. Date I covered already. Date. Okay. Sometimes someone asks that please create the we can say duration and something like they wanted to use start date and then give the days. You may wanted to count the difference between the date and wanted to see in days. Then you can do that. So let's click into it in formula. And I want to number of days. I wanted to count number of days. You wanted to count it. So dated if function. Okay. Start date. Give any date that you're looking for. So I am going to pass the financial data set date here, and here pass the today date, and then press OK. But the problem is that which format are you looking for? So format I'm looking for the day, hours, minute, month, quarter, second, week, year. These are options available. I'm going to select the days. Number of days looking for. Select that. That's it. It will give the date. Like I'll give the example where we can use it. Like suppose I wanted to count turnaround time TAT in the organization, that this request created before 20 days till date how many days it is old. I wanted to count that. So in that scenario we must use data function and pass the date. If looking for the month, you can do the month as well. How many month it has old. See this. So it's totally dependent on you how should I customize that. Okay. Next function is that date value. Simple. Sometime date getting data from the tax, so you can just pass this value to convert to the number. But don't worry. Tested your in. Let me know if in doubt. It doesn't need for you. Days, you know that. Days already told you how to calculate. E date I cover that. EO month. Yeah. EO month means. EO month means. See this. What is going to do that? Okay. It is for you. You can say it will give the idea. So you can help me out. EO month tax IM. I'm just passing your name so that it wouldn't give the error. Nothing else. There is no purpose for it. So EO month return date time format last day of the month before or after a specific number of the month. Okay. So let's check is this working or not. So I wanted to use the Jan. So finance date and date all. I want start date and month. So I want start from 1. So let's see what happens if I using 1. Jan, I use this column. Where the column is? Where the column? See, I use this one, and it is giving 31st Jan 2015. If I use this 0, let's see what happens. Do you know what is the result is passing? Understood or should I explain? It will give the last date of the month. Okay, and it will going to the pass each column. Simple thing. But if you wanted to control in next month, you can change the 1 year. It will automatically give the next month starting day, first day. Say this last, sorry, next month last of the list. next month last day it will give it to you next month, not current month. But if I going to change the -1, let's see what happened. It will give the 1 month before last day, means last day of the previous month. Okay, so if you needed to customize your dates, you can do that as well. Okay, I'm leaving as it is now. Hours, minute, date, month, you can do that. Month, okay. Month, there are two types. Month, here maybe month number and month. So let you pass here. So I wanted to use the month number here. So month number prospect, month number. So month and pass calendar function month. Month number is appear now. January 1st, March, 12 month will be appear here. Now I want, instead of month, I want to see the month name. So how should I do that? Month name. So format, calendar function auto date. But I want to show a full month of month name, so just add one name here. Instead of short name, abbreviation, I want to see the full name, month of my name. Then change this, nothing else. Okay, very easy. It's not a tough, and I think you can test it out. Let me know in that. It's a very easy function. Just it is your in, and it's very easy. And should I continue or I still? Okay, you stop me whenever you have overloaded. Okay, let's move to the next function, which is called filter. So the filter prospect. Okay, filter I already covered it, but let me explain once again in Formula 2. So what is the filter? Filter is allowed to control your data as per their need. Okay, so if I suppose I wanted to add here some slicer, let me add the slicer here, and country. You think about if I'm using Excel, okay, so we need to create the different tabs, then I'm able to see that, or maybe use the pivot, then I can see the each state and countries information, then I can do that. But if I using this one, I don't have to do anything. It will be very helpful for me. I can just using that column, I can filter as per their need. So that is going to control my data, and I have a full control and data. I can do that whenever I want. So this is called filter. So filtering prospect, we have a few functions that are going to help you, and it is very important for every time. So almost we will use it when we situation comes. So, but let's first explain it. Okay, all function, any filter which applied in the table, it will automatically going to remove it. It doesn't impact anything. So how should I show that to you? Let me add the tab filters tags. Okay, save it, and here I wanted to show you the result for it. Total sales by using all functions. Sum of total sales. Okay, finance sales, you know, the very easy. Now this time I wanted to control my sales in particular country. So I told you that calculator is going to calculate each row. This is the head of the, you can say, main calculated function that is going to row level information, going to collect that. Okay, collect that, and I wanted to control one country. So to this, financial date country is equal to Canada. Any country you can take it, don't worry. Not even Canada, but I remember this one, the other reason suddenly. Canada. Canada.
Canada.
Yes. So Canada. So now this data is going to control it. And see this, what the result is coming. I'm giving you example of the all. Okay. 24.89 million. Now I'm going to create different measure for it. Without all. What written? Without all function. Okay. This time I'm going to create our total sales, okay, but using all function. Same value, same can be displayed, but I'll show you what is difference between them. You can tell me. With all function. This time I'm going to all function. So here I'm saying filter all and just this one, and we don't want to pass any all, and let's pass once again country. I want all filter can be removed and current. Let's see work or not. Suddenly I thought in mind, let's do it. Okay. Even you can, if I'm going to create once again, okay, it will give the different way I can explain. Each session I'm going to give the different picture. Okay, now pass this one to data measure DAX. See, amount is same. So what is difference between them? Nothing, but let me show you the difference. Where is the country? Okay. I wanted to change to the slicer, this one, and this is Canada. Now I wanted to use, instead of this, I wanted to use some other column, product with the finance. I wanted to use product. Okay, and I want to select this one. See this, there is no impact, each data coming same way when I pass the all function to. But if I am going to change something in data, that amount should not affect it, either maybe any reason, I don't want to impact this one. So let's see what I'm going to do that. Just changing the bit, changing the formula, and it doesn't impact anything. So say this. I inform the system that use filter, okay, all function to be removed, then use financial and close the bracket, and then I pass this one, okay, condition, and then close it. Bit change I made, filter function use, then use the all function, and then after I pass this one. So let's see what happened. What is the difference? Now you can understand what is the difference between them. Slightly made changes, only use the all function. What I did system, I told the system, I told them my formula that please, you can total this one, I doesn't care, but only one condition I want. What I want? Remove all filter, no filter is required. But the problem is that I need to see only one country data, which is Canada. But still I'm using the all function, but doesn't work. Why? Because I didn't follow the policy of the data. That the reason it's not working. So don't use this way. It's sometime come in interview, don't use this. Okay? Say this. So this is the filter that's going to help. It is always impact, doesn't impact anything. Someone asked that please create the total sales without impact the dynamic filter, then you can use it. It will cross the dynamic filter, doesn't impact the dynamic filter. Now all cross filters, leave it. I'll show example. Simple pass the table name. So it doesn't need that. Okay. All except, like suppose you have all except, like suppose we have a 2-3 conditions, they can pass it and use it. Same way that I did it. All non-blank rows. Like suppose we need to pass here all non-blank rows. So also we can do that. Same way. So let's copy to it. Since we do not have a blank, then doesn't impact it. Paste this one. All non-blank. ALK. All non-blank. So pass all non-blank rows, and I have to remove it. When all non-blanks value going to ignore by system automatically, you don't have to do anything. Okay, simple. It's the same concept, doesn't impact. Obviously my data says, my manager said don't want to use this one, so you can do that. All selected. Okay, this one is going to help in the, it's going to select each row. So for each row, measure, I want you to total by the cumulative cells. Okay, to use cells is a great example for it. So calculate sum and cells, then close the bracket. I told the system that please follow that advice that I'm going to give you filter, and then as all selected, so it will going to select each row of the column finance, and then I want date, means finance date should be less than equal to max. You can pass it this way. Okay? Less than equal to max. Oh, all selected doesn't close it. That is close this one. Okay, and now say this. Okay, so give me one more bracket and press OK. This is the cumulative cells. So let's use it. And I have to change to the line to show you by month. No, not a current sale date. I'm looking for the financial date. Oh, that's it. Why is it has been taken as the granted? Date should be come as a date. Why is not coming as a date? It doesn't recognize. Why? Hierarchy must be there. Look like I used somewhere else. Let me check. ये है not religion. Use the axis level. Wow, perfect. See this cumulative line always goes straight. Okay, it was reached to religion. That region is not coming as intended. See the cumulative line always go up, never go down. It will always reach out to one by one. So that is the correct. Okay, so this way you can easily create the DAX function. Any doubt till the time, let me know. I'll answer your questions. Please, you work on it, jot down your questions, let me know your availability. Will answer your question. Okay, since I have a next session, so I'm stopping you further. Okay, let me know if any question you invite. And there's a request, Monica. I'm going to send email to you so you can approve that, yeah, 50% course has been completed. We complete more than that, but yeah, you can just approve it. Okay, only your all thing has covered here too. Only need to cover this one, so like drill through, drill up, in few part also cover that, but yeah, this one is going to cover almost. And so I think we have a two or three session mostly left. And don't worry, if you not comfortable, you need more session, so I will add in my first batch. You can repeat your question one time again. Okay, okay,
Okay.
Monica. So let's,
Yes, sir.
don't worry, I'll give you still I'll try to can say help you out. What, how much I can help, I can do that. Okay, so I just drop the email, so you can just confirm